We've got the management of WWIL, Sudhir Agarwal, Chief Executive Officer, joining us on a phone line from Delhi. Thanks very much, Mr. Agarwal, for joining us this afternoon on NDTV Profit. Mr. Agarwal, it's been a relatively better quarter as compared to what we saw last year. Your losses are down to about 11.8 crores versus 52.7 crores year-on-year decline. Can you take us through and give us more details of what has improved?
Sure, Samina. Morning to you and Ashutosh. Before I start, I would want to inform your viewers that Dalal Street has adjudged WWIL as one of the best mid-cap 400 companies in India. I agree with you that WWIL has registered an impressive growth over last year, this year. Just to give you a brief overview, we've grown our revenue by almost 12% last year. Our expenses are down by 13%. And our profits for the whole year have moved up from minus 632 million rupees to positive 164 million rupees. For the quarter, it was even better. Our revenue grew by 31%. Our expenses were down by 17%. And our operating cash profit grew by 126%. We went up to 87 million operating cash profit versus minus 324 million same quarter last year. So it's been a good year for us.
Right, sir. Right, Mr. Agarwal, also revenues have actually gone up for the quarter year-on-year as well. Can you give us a sense of what is the expectation of the growth of sales you're expecting going ahead as well, so the outlook in that front?
I'll tell you what we are targeting and pushing ourselves for next year is a growth of 30% at least for the next year. And Samina, last 2 years we've been working towards consolidating ourselves, and I think we are very much done in our effort, and now we are going to very aggressively engage with the market and grow the organization. That's what our mantra for next year is.
Right. Mr. Agarwal, also you did say that you've reduced expenses by 17%. What has your interest cost been for the quarter, and what is the outlook on that front? Because that is something that's been a bit of a concern, right, for the company?
Oh, that's right. Our interest cost certainly is very high. But if I give you comparative figures, you would notice that it is coming down. In the whole year, we've reduced our interest cost by 16 to 18%, and the trend would continue in the next couple of quarters.
Right. What is your plans going ahead? I believe you are looking at strategic expansions in new geographies. If you can give us more details of that, what kind of course, monies we're talking about here as well that you're looking to spend?
Sure, Samina. You would know that government has recommended a new policy for digitization across the country. We are very, very bullish about this, and that this would mean a lot of growth for this industry. So we would be focused on digitization going across. Our next focus would be increasing our footprint. So we would go in for some aggressive mergers and acquisitions and direct point strategy across the country. We would focus on providing some value-added services, broadband, etc. for our new customers in new geographies. And we'll continue with our efforts on cost optimization. With all this, I think we will have far better performance next year than even this year. In terms of your second question as to what CAPEX are we looking at, we earmarked approximately 20% of our revenue towards investment into CAPEX for new geographies and new acquisitions.
Mr. Agarwal, hi, morning. Ashutosh here from the Delhi studios. Can you talk about the competition that you're witnessing from the DTH operators?
Ashutosh, hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Ashutosh, my belief is that India is such a huge market that it has potential for both the technologies to coexist. Both the technologies have their own merits and demerits. Some overlap would happen naturally, but by and large, it is big enough for both the technologies to grow.
One final question, sir. Your plans as far as broadband, internet and IPTV is concerned, I believe IPTV is going to be a big thing for you. How do you plan to cash on that?
Ashutosh, just to inform your viewers, we've already set up we've already done a pilot project on IPTV, which was extremely successful. We are just waiting and watching how the market shapes up. Today, our priority, because of government recommendation, is on digitization. And going forward, we would focus on IPTV as well, as and when the market opens up.
Right. Thanks very much, Mr. Agarwal, for joining
Thanks,
us.
Amina.
Of course.
Thanks, Ashutosh. Bye.
Thank you very much.